back to the Daily Grind. Thanks for checking out the channel. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back pickle biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
The UFC's current bantamweight champion TJ Dillashaw is showing that he's not only one of the best fighters on the planet, but one of the most generous fighters on the planet, as he is lending some time to UFC heavyweight Derrick Lewis, who's preparing for his UFC return at UFC Austin February 18th. Now, TJ Dillashaw himself, you might think, should be in a training camp, or at least, starting to cut weight, which, if you're going to be, because to me, TJ Dillashaw is going to be fighting Demetrius Johnson in a champion vs. champion super fight, hopefully in June or International Fight Week UFC 226. So TJ Dillashaw is going to have to, he said it's going to take him about 16 weeks to cut weight to go down to 125 pounds. So if TJ Dillashaw is going to be having to cut weight and focus on cutting weight before going into his fight camp, I don't think Derrick Lewis is who he should be hanging out with. We know Derrick Lewis, before getting knocked out by Mark Hunt or TKO'd by Mark Hunt, one of his coaches or a coach backstage took a picture of him eating like barbecue ribs or something backstage, and that could have lended to his performance versus Mark Hunt, but he said actually his back locked up. And if you recall, his back actually is the reason he was forced out of his UFC 216 fight with Fabricio Verdun, who was so Derrick Lewis was replaced by Walt Harris at UFC 216. So Derrick Lewis is preparing for his return at UFC Austin. Hopefully his back will be healed up and we can see him back to his old self when he was on a winning streak in the UFC division. Derrick Lewis was on a 5 or 6 fight winning streak before losing to Mark Hunt, but he was, being very active, which he said, helped aggravate his back problems. He was fighting 3 to 4 times a year as a heavyweight, and he was winning a lot of fights. So Derrick Lewis had a lot of momentum, but then he was set back due to his back injury. Now he's preparing for his return, and as you can see in the picture, TJ Dillashaw is helping Derrick Lewis work on his speed. Now, it is crazy. You might be thinking, where's TJ Dillashaw? It's the snake, nigga. It's the snake. Look, it's motherfucking TJ, bro. Oh my lord, that shit is fucking hilarious. No, yeah, Derrick Lewis is doing, looks like he's got a fucking snake in front of him. That's some crazy shit, bro. Man, Derrick Lewis is gonna fuck around and get bit in the face by that snake and you have to pull out of the fight. I understand you got to do some crazy shit to motivate yourself sometimes if you're not motivated, but nigga, a snake, TJ right in your face, bro, just ready to... This is some crazy shit. I don't think this is Photoshop, but nigga, I hope so. Derrick Lewis posted this to his Twitter, said, working on my speed. Bro, I don't give a fuck how fast you can get. You're never going to be faster than that snake while you're doing a push-up. You're not Derrick Lewis. Bro, what are you trying to do? How is this? Bro, what is going on here? This is some crazy shit. But with that being said, it is what it is. I just wanted to get my jokes off with TJ Dillashaw. And, yeah, Derrick Lewis is preparing for, all of that jokes aside though, he is preparing for his UFC return versus Marcin Tybura at UFC Austin. That should be a great fight. I think those guys are probably about equally skilled. Marcin Tybura, we just saw, lost pretty handedly to Fabricio Verdun, but Fabricio Verdun's one of the best heavyweights on the planet. So we'll see where Derrick Lewis is upon his return versus Marcin Tybura, but it seems like great matchmaking to me. And it's also a heavyweight fight, which all of the, it's a 3-round heavyweight fight, which makes it better, because any heavyweight fight, you shouldn't blink. Somebody can fucking go to sleep at any moment of the fight. Derrick Lewis versus Marcin Tybura, it's not going to be like a grappling affair where someone's going to be holding the other guy down. Both of these guys are relatively strikers, so with that being said, it should be an interesting matchup. UFC Austin, Derrick Lewis fucking swinging bang. He's going to be fighting at home. He's from Houston. That's not too far away from Austin, still in Texas. So with that being said, I can't wait to see the Black Beast, and hopefully with training with TJ Dillashaw, he'll have his speed up and he'll be ready for Marcin Tybura. Hopefully his back is cleared up and it's going to be a great fight. So with that being said, it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. I'm out.
Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking DOWG.